Money, 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 always sunny and down up, rich man.
Barry for the win?
Nope.
Mr. Barry.
Kling, kling-a-ling-a-ling, kling-a-king, kling, kling-a-king, kling-a-ling-a-ling, kling-a-king, kling. Lasst mich ein, ihr Kinder, ist so kalt der Winter, öffnet mir die Türen, lasst mich nicht erfrieren, kling-a-king, kling-a-ling-a-ling.
Is dining at your cornucopia. Seems to me we wouldn't be such nervous wrecks.
Hello there, be right back.
Would you care for separate checks? The trouble with the world today is plain to see. It's everything is hurry on. It's all become Looney Tunes with sugar packs and plastic spoons and coffee, 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 coffee in a cardboard.
Hot, black, rich,
Steamy,
strong,
fast,
sweet.
creamy,
Yum.
I gotta pay!
Hurry up!
Hello, everybody at home. Thank you so much. If you are tuning in with us this evening, we are very excited to be attempting to do our first ever virtual Senior recognition and awards ceremony. It's a really important part of the end of our, that's right, Miss Ike. It's a really important part of our end of the year traditions and ceremonies at the Academy, and we could not do without it. So, hey, I want to start by introducing all of our prestigious, guest speakers here this evening. We got the whole Academy Music Department. I think maybe in your square over there is Miss Cox coming at you live from downtown Canandaigua. How's quarantine going over there, Miss Cox?
It's going well. I've been getting outside, and I found an old dresser on the side of the road, and I've been restoring it.
Very Bob Vila of you. I like it. I like it.
Very exciting stuff.
And in corner number 2, we have coming at you live from Farmington, New York, Miss Ike. Yay!
Yay!
How is everything at the Ike household?
Everything is good at the Ike household. I've been doing a lot of baking.
Yes, that's good.
I really like cookies. I like to consider myself a connoisseur at this point.
Excellent. Cookie connoisseur. And next up, I think it's right here on your screen. It's Mrs. Chase coming at you from the greater Rochester area. How are things in the Chase household? I think there's 4 little children's feet running around over there, right? Not like 4 kids, but 4 feet. Two.
4 feet. 2 kids.
2 kids.
Bodhi's walking now, and everybody is running all over the place. So we're getting a lot of exercise, chasing all the little.
Getting in your steps at the Chase household.
Yeah.
And last but not least, over in this square here, we have Mr. Perry coming at you live from my hometown of Penfield, New York. Sorry to blow you out of the water there.
That's why I moved here.
There you go.
You're kind of famous around.
Amazing. How are things in the Perry household?
Oh, things are great. I spend about an hour a day pushing Ella on a swing, so that's my zen time to kind of ponder the mysteries of the universe. So yeah, it's good.
Excellent. Well, as I said, we're excited to be here tonight, and we appreciate you tuning in and watching. So I want to say a couple words before we really got rolling here, but the attempt tonight is to try and recreate some of the things that are really special about our end-of-the-year concerts. For us, every single music group at the Academy has a last concert, and obviously that's not happening this year. So one of the things that was really important to us was that we take a moment, and we're going to recognize every senior from each group just the same way we would at a normal concert, where we bring you all up to the front of the stage, and after that we'll say a couple words just in reflection of the school year. So we'll take turns going around. I want to say also on behalf of all the teachers here, we know this has been tough, and it's been tough for us too, and I promise it's the only time tonight I'm going to be maybe a little down. But this has been tough for a lot of us, and I just know from the bottom of my heart, I'm speaking on behalf of all my colleagues here, every ounce of contribution that you shared with us musically has been appreciated. We value everything you've done online, and we know it's not exactly what you signed up for. So fingers crossed, we're looking towards the fall and hoping we find a way to make music again. I know many of you have shared that joy of music making in your homes and online virtually in some way as well. So hang in there, especially you seniors. You've got a story of a lifetime. May you be the only class who's got such a cool story ever into the future. All right, so let's pretend like everything's honky-dory and we're on stage at the Academy. I mentioned we're going to do the senior awards, and for each, or senior recognition, excuse me, and for each group also, there's a couple of different sets of awards. There's local awards that are really special to Canandaigua. They are almost memorials for past music teachers or community members or students sometimes. And then there are some national awards that are pretty prestigious things that are presented at high schools all across the country, perhaps in a live scenario like this evening. So if all of our technology works here tonight, bear with me here. So we're going to kind of switch over to that. And now we already said welcome. And first up is going to be Miss Cox, and she is going to kick things off with her orchestra recognitions.
Okay. I'm glad everyone's here to join us. Mr. Kane really did hit all of the points that I think all of us are thinking, so we won't discuss those. But I did want to extend a personal thank you for Zoom lessons and any work that you've turned in, or messages that you've sent me, or memes that you've made. It's been very nice to see all of you, even if it's from afar. You've kept me laughing and smiling and having a good time. So thank you. And it's just like you did in school. So now let's honor our seniors. In symphony orchestra this year, we were fortunate enough to have 2 seniors, Josiah Dutcher and Mark Torres.
Yay, symphony orchestra.
In chamber orchestra, we had Jackie Christensen, Draven Cruz, Katie Egan, Brendan Forrest, Noah Ingalls, Hannah Nyan, Sophie Pedzik, Lizzie Van Laken, and Makai Weiss. So I present to you the orchestra seniors. So while our seniors are on the screen, I wanted to give you just a little personal note. Generally, I felt very lucky coming to Canandaigua and being able to just teach here off the bat. And you, when I walked in on the first day, made me feel so welcome and so comfortable and already very excited to work with all of you. I couldn't have asked for a better year, and I thank you for just being the best. You are all very kind, very passionate, driven, and very motivated people. And that's something that I saw in the moment that I met you. I think we're able to get along so well because we all kind of wanted the same thing. You wanted to learn and grow and become the best musician that you could. And I wanted to be there to help you along the way. All that made rehearsals in the morning very fun, even though it was early. And the bonds and the friendships that I saw between all of you in orchestra and during lessons is something very special. You've had each other for a long time. You're lucky to have that. And you're even luckier to have the chance to make music with each other for like almost 10 years. I'm sorry that this all happened. Your senior year had like a major unexpected twist. It definitely wasn't deserved, but I couldn't imagine a group of people more equipped for that challenge than all of you. I'm going to miss you all next year, along with your leadership, your maturity, your musicianship, motivation, all of that. I imagine you'll all have wonderful achievements and there's an excellent adventure ahead of you. So please keep in touch. I want to hear all the good things that come your way. And remember, once a brave, always a brave. Now, time for some awards.
That was very nice. Thank you, Ms. Cox. Should we try the department one clap before we get any further? I think one just to make a real point here. We ready? Here we go. It's the one clap. Yeah. So it's 1, 2, 3, and clap. All right. So 1, 2, 3. And that's why live music doesn't work online. Okay. Right, let's go back to you, Ms. Cox.
All right. So the first award that we have is the Mark Bradley Memorial Orchestra Award. As the founding orchestra teacher in the Canandaigua City School District, Mark Bradley's vision, passion for teaching, and positive spirit truly left a legacy in our school district and our community. At the time of his retirement in 1994, Mr. Bradley directly impacted the lives of countless students and their families during the 35 years he lovingly taught music. At the time of his passing in 2017, his impact continues to serve hundreds of string students across our school district. He's remembered for having a warm-hearted demeanor, a witty yet timely sense of humor, impeccable manners, and an always present sense of style and grace. Through the generous contributions of orchestra alumni, the Canandaigua community, colleagues of the Finger Lakes Symphony Orchestra, and friends of Mr. Bradley, this award is presented to a graduating senior string player who best exemplifies Mr. Bradley's quality and spirit. The recipient of this year's Mark Bradley Memorial Orchestra Award is Brendan Forrest.
Yay!
The next. Okay, the Ray Russell Memorial Award. This award is given in memory of Ray Russell, a widely represented and loved teacher of instrumental music in the Canandaigua City School District. Mr. Russell was a tremendously impactful music educator and band director who taught music for a total of 29 years and retired in 1970. His teaching philosophy was one that sparked lifelong interest and appreciation of music. Additionally, he was an ardent conservationist, an outdoor sportsman, a Rotarian, and an entrepreneur. The recipient of this award is presented with an initiative scholarship towards further assistance in their music education in the field of instrumental music, or as an award for special excellence in instrumental music. The recipient of this year's Ray Russell Award is Lizzie Van Laken.
Yay, Lizzie!
Woo! And lastly, we have the National School Orchestra Award. This award is given to a senior orchestra member in recognition of singular merit and outstanding contribution to the success of the school orchestra for displaying an unusual degree of loyalty and cooperation and exemplifying that high standard of conduct that is the aim of the school instrumental program. The recipient of this year's National Orchestra Award is Mackay Weiss.
Yay, Mackay! Awesome. Miss Cox, that was a lot of words there. Great job presenting all of that. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you for letting me.
So let's see here. I'm going to try and spotlight myself for this next. Boom. Gotcha. All right. Cool. So we're going to move on to the jazz ensemble recognitions. This year, unfortunately, we didn't have a last jazz ensemble concert, right? We didn't have nightclub night. So we're going to take this opportunity to just recognize each of you seniors who participated in jazz ensemble this year. So first up, tenor saxophone, Abby Dutcher. Also on tenor saxophone, Hannah Godfrey. And from the back row, Millie Hawkins. Holding things down in the rhythm section, Hannah Nyan on bass. New to jazz ensemble this year as a senior, an incredible player, Strider O'Neill. And Johnny Reagan in our trombone section. How about a hand for our senior class jazz ensemble students? Yay! So there's one award that's a nationally recognized award that's specific to jazz ensemble, and that is the Louis Armstrong Award. Louis Armstrong is obviously a very famous jazz trumpeter from America. And this is a nationally recognized award presented to a senior band member in recognition of outstanding achievement by an instrumentalist in the field of jazz, as demonstrated through superior musicianship, character, and individual creativity. I'm really pleased to announce that the winner of this year's Louis Armstrong Award is Johnny Reagan. Yay, Johnny. What an awesome 3.5 years, buddy. Congratulations. Okay, next up. This is a special one that is a student tradition for jazz ensemble, the green jacket. There's a long history here, and this is one that students present to students, so I need to politely excuse myself from this presentation here. We have a special video presentation of the Green Jacket Award.
Despite being locked up in quarantine, us trumpet players will never pass up the chance to continue one of our most favorite and endearing traditions. This green jacket is passed from an outgoing senior trumpet player to an incoming one so that they can lead the jazz trumpet section next school year. This jacket represents everything that we are as trumpet players. It represents our love and passion for music, but also our spontaneity and humor that we bring to the classroom as well as on stage. So, I want to give a warm congratulations to Sam Erlinger. Sam, I pass this jacket on now, from me to you.
All right, congratulations, Sam Erlinger, on receiving the green jacket for next school year. We're going to hold that thing down in a real way. Hey, seniors, I realized I forgot to say a couple nice words to you after I called you up to the front of the stage here. But I do want to thank you so much for an incredible experience. I think I started teaching some of you, as I'll mention later, in wind ensemble in 4th grade. So I know that we've had a long history with playing jazz music together. It's such a happy music. It's such an American music. It's such a democratic music. Everybody has a say and a voice when we play jazz. So you know what I'm going to say. listen to jazz music every day. All right. Okay, we're going to move things on now to our band awards. And to say a couple words before we hop directly into our band awards is going to be Mrs. Chase. There she is on the screen. Thank you, Mrs. Chase.
Hi, everyone. Before Mr. Kane presents this year's band seniors, I wanted to take a moment to say how proud I am of each one of you. I've had the pleasure of getting to know each of you during these semi-awkward but incredibly formative middle school years, and watching you grow into beautiful, kind, and tall. I'm talking to you, Chase Morgan, young adults at the Academy. Your passion for music is equally matched with your passion for life, making you truly fun people to be around. You are a group of natural leaders, constantly work hard to make our music program and CA better, and you always do it with smiles on your faces. To say that you will be missed is an understatement. You have left a deep and lasting legacy, and it is my hope that each class after yours continues to try to live up to the example that you have set. So I say thank you for the music, for all the joy that it's brought, and thank you for giving it to me. I love you all. I will miss you. Please, please, please stay in touch.
Beautiful, Mrs. Chase. Thank you so much. So let's take a moment and recognize each one of our seniors who performed in Wind Ensemble this year. Elena Bement. Ethan Kobos. Abby Dutcher on clarinet this time. Hannah Godfrey. Millie Hawkins. Andrew Hergesel. Maddie Jackson. Chase Morgan. Augie Obenauer. Luca Olivieri. Johnny Reagan. Francesca Tiermini. Oh my goodness, we're not going to have a wind ensemble next year. I am really pleased to present the class of 2020 members of the CA Wind Ensemble. In addition to all the beautiful things Mrs. Chase just said, I think that this experience of us being away from school and away from each other has really taught us how social music making is. And when I think about you guys, I think about the crew that comes in every day at 7:30 in the morning, and despite your fatigue, look right up at me with a huge smile and say, "Good morning, Mr. Kane." And we always have a good chuckle first thing in the morning. We never really know how much music making means to other people. And I just want to sort of remind you of that and maybe stress that in this moment of commencement where we're starting a new place in our life. When we perform, we have an idea of what the music means to us, to the listener. We just don't know. It can be a healing gesture. It could be one of great solace and comfort, peace, sometimes pain. Music is an incredible emotional vehicle that is so important during this time. So as you head off into the world, I want you to keep that in mind, that you can make a difference with your instruments. And next fall, if you're going off to college somewhere or into the service, I know you are, Andrew, maybe next fall isn't that year, but the instrument can stay in the closet for the year. Don't you dare get rid of that, because someday down the road, you'll have a chance to play again, and it doesn't matter how old you are. You can always play your instrument. It's a lifelong activity, and trust me, someday, hopefully in the very near future, we'll all be back at it again, making music, and I hope in some capacity I can do that with you again in my lifetime. So congratulations, guys. Thanks for a great part of the school year, and for some of you, it's been about 7.5 to 8 years of music teaching. So it's been a real thrill and a pleasure. Thank you. All right. So some special awards for Wind Ensemble. Bill Boyce was a former band director from the Academy, and and a really great guy who I had the pleasure of knowing. So Bill was known as a positive leader who was always there to help. Bill Boys was a man whose work was driven by principles. Is this the right thing to do? And because I want to help, were at the heart of who he was. He cared deeply for his students and was eager to share his love of music with all. He always encouraged students to do the right thing and valued life skills as an important outcome of music education. Bill's colleagues knew him to be a master organizer, a sincere listener, a visionary leader, and a consummate professional. As a man of great integrity, his perpetual support of others encouraged those around him to be better people. Bill left this world a better place than when he found it. This award is presented to a 12th grade band student who demonstrates a passion for music and embodies the character and spirit of Mr. Boys. I'm so proud and honored to present this award to Hannah Godfrey. To the Boys family, I know you said you might be tuning in. Thank you for your continued support on that award. I look forward to seeing you again in person someday. Next up, the John Philip Sousa Band Award. Sousa was one of the most famous band leaders in America. This is a nationally recognized award presented at high schools all over the country to a senior band member in recognition of outstanding achievement and interest in instrumental music, for singular merit in loyalty and cooperation, and for displaying those high qualities of conduct that school instrumental music requires. I'm thrilled to present this year's John Philip Sousa Award to Millie Hawkins. Here's your award. Congratulations, everybody. So we are going to move along, and a new sort of recognition this year would be, where am I looking here? We're going to bring Mrs. Chase back up to the front of the stage, and there she is. Take it away.
Hi. All right. I wanted to recognize all of those seniors that are in Tri-M. Tri-M recognizes students that have gone above and beyond both academically and musically. And this year's senior members have done that and more. Of the 18 graduating seniors that I will announce in a moment, 10 of them were founding members of CA's chapter last year. This year, our chapter turned 2 years old. And much like the energetic toddlers that I have running around my house, it has been growing, learning a lot, and spreading joy through music in our department, in our school, and in our community. Led by an amazing group of student leaders, this chapter has done a lot during the 2019-2020 school year. You hosted an instrument petting zoo as part of the Primary Elementary Fall Festival, organized a penny war and prison food drive to benefit the CCIA food pantry, played kazoos and hula dance with Mr. Skimaker, helped to honor your fellow musicians by selling carnations at our CA Music Department concerts, designed some really cool CA music apparel, served pancakes to your friends and family, celebrated music in our schools month by handing out Tri-M&Ms to your fellow classmates, and sponsoring a Music Makes Me project during Braves time. And you compiled recordings to send to local nursing homes to cheer up the residents during our time of quarantine. Imagine what we could have accomplished if we had a whole year together. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of the early morning meetings, the extra hours after school and on the weekends that you put in, the signs that you made, the instruments that you demonstrated and then sanitized and sanitized again, the tickets that you sold, the papers that you cut and sorted, the envelopes that you stuffed, ukuleles you strummed, kazoos you played, the songs you sung, and all of the joy that you have spread through music. You are the modern music masters, and you are the dreamer of dreams that have made a lasting impact on our department and our community. So this year's graduating Tri-M seniors, we have Elena Bement, Rachel Brophy, Jackie Christensen, our Vice President of Marketing and Communications, Phoebe Durham, our Vice President of Membership, Abby Dutcher, our Secretary, Miss Hannah Godfrey, Millie Hawkins, Lily Logan, Lara Luna, Caitlin McNeil, Mackenzie Norris, our treasurer, Ms. Hannah Nyan, our president, Sophie Petzik, Eric Rudolph, Francesca Tiernini, our Vice President of Outreach and Events, Ms. Lizzie Van Laken, Natalie Wall, and Matt Wilt. Thank you. Congratulations.
Yay, Tri-M! Woo! Thank you so much, Mrs. Chase, for all of your energy on Tri-M. I am always in admiration of all those early morning meetings, everybody. So Mrs. Chase is going to continue with one very special department-wide presentation that I know is terrifically personal to both her and I.
Absolutely. As a beloved colleague, mentor, foreign language teacher, and musician, Pete Nelson left behind a legacy of altruism and kindness that impacted countless Canandaigua students. Mr. Nelson passed away suddenly in 2015, mere days before he was about to perform guitar and banjo with the CA musical. His volunteerism spanned years of unconditional support as he performed with the Academy Pit Orchestras and middle school jazz ensembles. Pete's generous and humble nature was a beacon of light to all of those who had the pleasure of playing alongside him or eating lunch with him. This award was funded through the generous contributions of family, colleagues, community, and students, and is presented to a senior music student who demonstrates a similar passion for music and embodies the kind-hearted spirit of Mr. Nelson. It is my absolute pleasure to present the Peter C. Nelson Music Award to Hannah Knight.
Virtual hug, Hannah. Hannah, I don't know if you knew Mr. Nelson, but I know you two would have been fast friends if you did. So thank you very much, Mrs. Chase, for that. We are going to keep things rolling here and bring up Miss Ike to present our Jazz Choir seniors. Take it away.
Awesome. Thanks, Mr. Kane. Thank you for organizing this. This is fantastic.
Thank you.
So I'd like to take a moment right now to recognize our awesome Jazz Choir seniors. We had 12 in the group this year, which, yes, is a lot, and yes, half of them. So next year we'll definitely be missing them, but we are excited for what the future holds for these 12 awesome people. Okay, so our seniors in Jazz Choir are Jackie Christensen, Phoebe Durham, Carly Elliott, Hannah Godfrey, Millie Hawkins, Ryan Holcomb, Noah Ingalls, Casey Laird, Caleb Meyer, Una O'Brien, Eric Rudolph, and Natalie Wall. Yay! Okay, these seniors are extra special to me as they started their journey at Canandaigua Academy the same year I did. Over the past 4 years, I have watched these amazing young adults grow as musicians both in and out of rehearsals, and I couldn't be prouder of them. I know that there is so much passion and resilience in these seniors, and I cannot wait to see where it takes them in the future. I'm so sorry that we did not get to have our traditional pop night at the bistro this spring. I know that you've been prepping for us since our first rehearsal in September. Right. Jackie, Phoebe, Carly, Hannah, Millie, Ryan, Noah, Casey, Caleb, Una, Eric, and Natalie. When I am down and oh my soul so weary, you raise me up to more than I can be. Congratulations, seniors.
Oh, thank you, Miss Ike. Woo! Okay, this would be a moment live. All right, in person. Thank you so much for that. So we're going to move things along and invite Mr. Perry to the center of my monitor here. And spotlight video, there he is. Mr. Perry is going to take it away to introduce our Madrigal Choir.
Yes, and it's an amazing opportunity to wrap this up because as we left school in March, not sure when we'd be seeing each other again, we weren't sure what music would look like. And then over the past few months, it's amazing how much music education and music sharing has continued at home virtually. I feel like there are some students that I know better now since we've been home than when we were at school. So sometimes they say that necessity is the father of invention. Well, here we go. We had to make it work, and you all stepped up and you put out some amazing products online. Hopefully you've been able to share that with your friends and family too. And maybe sometime we'll get to do it for real again. So first I'd like to recognize a special group of students in the Madrigal Choir. Seniors are Rachel Brophy, Jackie Christensen, Kevin Dennis, Phoebe Durham, Katie Egan, Millie Hawkins, Ryan Holcomb, Casey Laird, Kayla Meyer, Hannah Nyan, and Lizzie Van Laken. Thank you, Madrigal Choir seniors. So I know that we kind of missed out on one of our year-end traditions, but because this is a strange land that we are living in right now, but I pray that come the morrow, our joy will overcome our sorrow. And until we meet again, thank you all so much for such a great year and a great several years that we've gotten this thing together. So thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you, Mr. Perry. So Mr. Perry is going to continue by recognizing the students in our treble choir.
Yes, we have 5 amazing seniors in treble choir this year. Those seniors are Paris Appleton, Rachel Brophy, Kylie Carson, Jackie Christensen, and Julia Schechter. To these 5 seniors, thank you so much. So more than any other group of students that I've gotten to work with or even seen elsewhere in the building, I feel like treble choir is the ensemble that grows the most from September to June. And that so much has to do with you seniors who stick with it all the way through high school and setting the example for all of their peers. Paris by asking amazing questions, Rachel and Jackie by giving up another period for music out of your day and inspiring others to make music their life, Kylie for putting so much emotion and expression to your singing, and Julia showing that even if for some reason things get in the way and you have to leave music for a couple of years, there's always an opportunity to come back, and inspiring us by making that work in your schedule. So thank you so much for the 5 of you. I'm going to go listen to the Parting Glass after this for you guys. Thank you.
Yay, treble choir. And Mr. Perry is going to keep on going with our seniors from mixed choir.
Mixed choir, and this was hard typing this one up. Our mixed chorus seniors are Rachel Brophy, Jackie Christensen, Kevin Dennis, Phoebe Durham, Katie Egan, Carly Elliott, Hannah Godfrey, Millie Hawkins, Ryan Holcomb, Noah Ingalls, Bella Koleski, Jace Colling, Casey Laird, Lily Logan, Laura Luna, Caitlin McNeil, Caleb Meyer, Nathan Miles, Mackenzie Norris, Hannah Nyan, Luca Olivieri, Johnny Reagan, Eric Rudolph, Julia Struthers, Jasmine Van Buren, Lizzie Van Laken, Natalie Wall, Matthew Wilt, and Louisa Zhu. Thank you.
Wow.
That is, I can picture them all in front of the entire auditorium right now, Mr. Perry.
Yeah, every senior class that moves up, I'm always interested to see what kind of seniors they're going to be, because we've all seen that class of seniors go through that kind of turn a little bit elitist and exclusive and a little cliquey. But I was amazed when seeing how long this list of seniors was, because this was not a cliquey group of seniors. There was no elitism going on. There was nothing like that. There was just a group of leaders who came to class every day and brought musical energy and joy and inspired their classmates to do it, instead of trying to seem superior to them just because they were seniors. So it was kind of hard to believe that all of you are leaving, because you kind of seemed like you're still pushing forward and ready to go for more instead of ready to get out. So I greatly appreciate that energy. And as much as we missed the opportunity to sing The Awakening and sing about this terrible nightmare of this world with no music, and how since there was no music, there's no way to express joy, and then we overcome that, I really hope that you all find an opportunity to overcome it and make music and spread joy. So thank you all so much for bringing joy to us for 4 years.
Thank you so much, Mr. Perry. Mr. Perry is going to present our last couple of awards this evening to our choral students.
Yes. So each year, thousands of students across New York State audition at NISMA solo festivals for the opportunity to be a member of all-state select ensembles. This event welcomes the most accomplished student musicians from across the entire state. It is the highest performance achievement honor within our state. Being recognized tonight for his conference all-state alternate honor is Kevin Dennis. Congratulations, Kevin.
Yay.
Next, we have the Marshall Simonson Memorial Award. This award was established in 2015 by Marshall's family and serves as a memorial to recognize above and beyond achievement by an Academy choral musician. Mr. Simonson, a graduate of the class of 1976, was a member of the Academy Chamber Choir and was selected for Conference All-State Chorus, the highest student honor in New York State. The recipient of this award is an inspiration and role model to others in this program. The recipient of this year's Marshall Simonson Award is Rachel Brophy. Congratulations, Rachel. And lastly, we have the National School Choral Award. This is a nationally recognized award given annually to a senior in recognition of singular merit, ability, and achievement for outstanding contributions to the success of the school vocal program, and of an unusual degree of loyalty, cooperation, and high qualities of conduct by the general consent of the music faculty, school officials, and others. The award is based on individual growth and improvement, as well as successful participation in a wide variety of vocal activities. The recipient of this year's National School Choral Award is Kevin Dennis.
Woo, Kevin! Awesome! Oh my gosh. Guys, I'm so sorry. I forgot to all of our
Whoa, blue shorts. That's a nice look. That's a nice look, Mr. Kane.
Yeah.
What's that?
They're your shorts. Your
Well, if there's one advantage to quarantine, right? I mean, it's business on the top, casual on the bottom.
yeah. I guess yeah.
I mean, who else would possibly do anything? Oh, cargo! What?
Casual on the bottom?
Man, I thought I was the only unprofessional one.
No.
Oh,
all our-
absolutely not.
To all of our national award winners, we do have trophies that will be engraved with your names on them.
Canceling my spotlight.
To all of our national award winners, we have trophies that will be mailed home to you. For all of our seniors, the actual paper certificates are going to be included in your graduation packets. I talked to Mr. Tenney about that, and we're going to get those pushed out to you guys. Look, from the bottom of my heart, I hope we all see you again soon. I hope that some form of graduation ceremony can come together where we can be together in some way, and at least high five from a distance, or maybe it's safe to elbow again now. I'm yes, there we go. I'm not quite sure. So from all of the CA music teachers, we want to thank everybody so much for tuning in tonight or watching this later if you're checking it out. Congratulations to all of our award winners. You guys set a standard in school, an academic and a musical performance standard. And when I think about legacy, you are those people who future generations of Academy musicians will look up to and think about and talk about for years to come. And to all of our seniors, as Mr. Perry said so beautifully, your warm spirit and your giving personality, that cloud, even though we're not in school, does not go away. Okay, that remains in those halls of the music department, and it will be there in the fall, hopefully, for the students who come back through those doors, and for all of our music making endeavors into the future. Thank you to all my friends and colleagues here who are Brady Bunch screen here for tuning in and helping out with this tonight. Any parting words? One clap, 2, 3. That was terrible. All right, guys at home, we hope you are all safe and well until we meet again.